Athaya's putt less complicated. It should just be moving left to right the entire way. She would have gotten a nice little read off of Alim Kim's putt.
Another one.
3 long putts that she's made in the last 4 holes.
4 in a row. 20-year-old who is the Louise Suggs Rolex not playing preferred lies today either. So the ball is down. Alim Kim this for par at 10.
Yeah, I've got it right to left, but she's got to keep the speed up. This will be a relatively slow putt.
Made it look easy, and has to this point. So 2 under on the round, and to 10 under, 3 at double figures here.
Atthaya Thitikul.
And this is back into the teeth of the wind. I was speaking with PGA Tour winner Jonathan Vegas on the driving range today. He's a member out here, and was mentioning this direction of wind is the most difficult the players would face all week. And it has to do with holes like this that are lengthy and back into the wind. This headed right.
It's going to be okay.
And out of the bunkers here, especially as wet as they are.
Now Alim Kim on the tee at the 11th.
Not much trouble for the players to face. It is one of the most straightaway holes on this golf course, but it's about picking that point and staying committed to your target. This headed left, though.
Oh, that was high in the trees. It's come down on the pine straw there.
Not sure how close she'll be to that tree that looks like it might be directly down.
This is the second shot at the 11th for Alim Kim. Looks like she has a little route through the trees.
She does, but she has to keep it very low, and it's right back into the wind. She's hitting 4-iron. It's 201 yards to this hole. She'd be good to get it within 30 yards to the front of the screen. It came out a lot higher than expected. Nicked a little bit of that tree.
Oh, the bunker's a tough place to be. It's an awkward length bunker shot. Should report that Angel Yin has tapped in Thitikul in a good position.
178 yards. It looks though that there is a bit of mud that might be on her ball, on the left side of her ball. So something to pay attention to, especially with this wind conditions that might magnify any influence. Let's just head to the right front portion of the green.
And maybe a little bit of the mud there. If the mud is on the left side of the ball, it will make the golf ball go to the right. Feet are lined up even more left than that.
Ball slightly above the feet, so it may draw even from there.
Don't want to go too far by. Okay.
So just a bit of a bailout there.
Very quick back down to the hole.
Between clubs, got to err on the far side. Watch how she separates her hips there from her upper body, generating some lag. I know it's only an iron, but it's still such a similar motion. She's so strong through the ball. She just has a gorgeous golf swing. Just a little bit disappointed that ended up back
15 yards. This is a pitching wedge. She has been creating more spin than the average player, so she may be able to bring it in from the backside.
Yeah, gives her luck. This hasn't really been a birdie opportunity, the 15th hole. We've only had 4 birdies all day. The next hole isn't yielding many birdies either. Just 3 birdies made at 16. 18.
Yeah, it's a tough stretch, but this is one of the best we've seen into 15. And she keeps her arms right in front of her chest. So much lag. And just like Atthaya, look at how strong through the ball she is. Wonderful extension.
Definitely doesn't. 20 years of age, she's got nothing to fear. Certainly with the way that her career has progressed. Well, she had that great touch, didn't she, at the 13th? This one, let's see if she can dial it in again.
Again, that last long look at the hole. all about dialing in her eyes and the pace. Very well done.
Pace was really good, wasn't it? She's a fun character as well, Thitikul. I get the chance to...
You know, if that's going to be my worst day, at least it was only even par. Today has felt a bit of the same. Not as solid ball striking as you would expect, but a good opportunity here to turn the tide. This moving from her left to right down the hill.
Just to get under par for the day. That's a good line, doesn't it? And she thought it was in. She was ready to celebrate.
That sure looked good from our angle here, Tom. Just a fraction too much pace.
Stays two back. And this caught some of the hole. Yeah. It was a good score at the 15th. Stays tied for the lead. Heading to the
Garn sisters, of course, and the brilliant year last year for Atthaya.
Yeah, a lot of the players inspired by the LPGA event that began in Thailand, and they got to see the LPGA tour up close and personal, and a lot of these players are product of that kind of inspiration of seeing it up close and personal. This is going to be a tight landing spot for these players off this tee.
Taking driver here for Atthaya takes her to the most narrow section of this fairway.
Well done there.
That's going to leave her with a nice angle from the short grass.
In the fairway for her second.
153 yards. She's got about 6 paces in front of it where there's a ridge she'll want to carry. The ball is slightly above her feet, which makes it difficult to access this hole location. So anything about 15 feet left of this hole would be great. This has got to get up.
It's going to funnel back down to the bottom of the slope. Be similar to the putt that we just saw from Lilia. Maybe not quite as...
Atthaya Thitikul coming over the ridge for birdie.
Yeah, up and then down, right to left.
Good putt. So should stay at 10 under.
Been stressful.
Hasn't put her in a position where she's had 6-7 foot putts for par.
It's been relatively stress-free. Relatively stress-free in a final round of a major. Usually.
Take that. Up.
She's got an 8-iron. It's going to have to be a big one, I imagine. A little bit back into the breeze. She walked up there with 2 clubs, so likely between the 7 and the 8.
I think it depends on how much adrenaline she might be feeling right now.
Good point. Breeze has just switched direction. It's swirling back here.
When it's really important to trust what it's supposed to be doing above the trees.
Going to be close to where Lilia Vu just made that putt, maybe a little further away. Seemed like the wind may have pushed that.
Previous hole. And it's almost identical yardage.
The announcer at 18, reverberating around the trees.
This looks really good.
Tough to get it close today from what we've seen. This is really good. That pitch in the perfect spot, just over the bunker.
Well, she's given herself a couple chances here.
No trouble at all. So she will go to the 72nd hole, one back of Angel Yin, who still has some more ground to cover.
Atthaya Thitikul.
Yeah, a little awkward having to get over this bunker and over the trees. 220 to carry the bunker.
Just.
little surprised.
Yeah.
That was that short.
I'm not sure if she clipped it
Off the upslope. She's looking at only 155 yards if she wants to keep it shy of the bunker on the right. And considering that upslope, I feel like that would be the wise play. And that's what she's done.
Yeah, laid it well back. Still, probably only a short iron or a wedge. Might be hitting that same club again.
Thitikul now for third.
She's got 127 hole. She can bail a little to the right if she wants.
She likes it.
Oh, it went back down.
It's in the water.
Didn't carry it far enough.
She was eyeing that one, Terry, like she really liked the line, but what a misjudge on club selection. Couldn't tell from our angle if that carried the red line.
It did. It carried the red line. It actually moved back to out of the east, which was from her position kind of down and off the left. And there's a chance that it could have hit this grandstand and pushed back into her shot. That's the only thing I can think of, because given her reaction, it looked like, and she was well short. It wasn't just, 1 or 2 yards. The fact that she hit in the rough, she was at least 7, 8 yards short of what she was probably intending to do. This group to make sure that she had crossed that red line, and everybody agreed that is the case.
And now it's to hold this. Kind of a shocking finish watching these two. Well, came down to the 18th hole to have a double bogey at 18. And this would have been one of the names that you would have mentioned at the beginning of the week. Thinking about the top double bogey at 18. For the major championship with Intergrass playing the last, a chance to get